The holidays are all about sharing with family. Meals, couches, stories, Grandma's secret pecan pie recipe. And now you can also share a cart with Instacart family carts. Everyone can add what they want to one group cart from wherever they are. So you don't have to go from room to room to find out who wants cranberry sauce, or whether you should get mini marshmallows for the yams, or collecting votes for sugar cookies versus shortbread. Just share a cart, and then share the meals and the moments. Download the Instacart app and get delivery in as fast as 30 minutes. Plus, enjoy free delivery on your first 3 orders. Service fees and terms apply.
With Credit Karma, finding the right credit card for you is easy. Our app analyzes user profiles to suggest personalized recommendations. Visit creditkarma.com today to explore cards tailored to your needs. Credit Karma, simplifying your financial choices.
People start to realize our differences aren't as big as they seem.
I couldn't really understand the magnitude of what was going on.
I know a lot of people were affected.
You know, it's still that divide.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network and Wish TV, this is Our City, Our Voice.
You look a lot different at it.
Everybody was kind of spinning about what it was and what was happening.
Everything's changed.
Everything's changed.
As the holiday season approaches, we're taking a closer look at one of Indianapolis's perhaps most pressing challenges, homelessness, especially this time of year. We welcome in Wish TV contributor Emil Ekiyor. Thank you for your time and talking about this very important issue.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So let's start by, if we can, assessing the scope of homelessness here in Indianapolis.
Yeah, so as we look at our city today, holiday time, you know, it's cold outside, and to imagine that 1,700 families and individuals are spending the night without a roof over their head or don't know where they're going to spend the night. It's really heartbreaking to see that and to go out in our city and see that happening right in Center Township. Right, this is in the city, not Marion County as a whole.
1,700, that's a really large number. Can you give us a sense for how that number has evolved recently?
I mean, the cost of home ownership has jumped 46% in the last 5 years, and it affects everybody. I mean, if you can imagine, we have seniors that are trying to live off $18,000 a year, and within that having to pay rent, so they can't even afford to do that anymore. So when we see that happening and has continued to happen in the last 5 years, it has a drastic effect on our community.
You talk about a vulnerable population. Part of that would be kids in that population and seniors as well. Can you tell us a bit more about who exactly is at risk?
So young people, right? So obviously, if the adult can't afford a home and has kids, it drastically affects your kids. So we see young people are living in this situation and are drastically affected. It affects their attendance in school. It affects behavior in school. So we're seeing this, and this is becoming a big problem in our city. And during the holiday period, now you're thinking about it and saying, you know, we've had a lot of good things happen this year, but this still remains and continues to remain a big issue.
So as we encapsulate that big issue, if there's one specific thing you could point to and say is most urgent, what would that be?
I mean, it's urgent, like the way we think about solving this problem, right? We can't look at it from just a one-time fix. We have to look at how do we create a better environment that this is not an issue long-term, right? But for the immediacy, we have to make sure that the people, our homeless population in our city, enjoy Christmas as well.
Well said, very poignantly put. That is Wish TV contributor Emil Ekiyor. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Discover more at wishtv.com. And when you follow Wish TV on Facebook, check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
Bombas presents unsolicited gifting advice. Number 1, if they say not to get them anything, get them something. 2, underwear is a great gift, just not for your boss. And 3, those absurdly soft Bombas socks and slippers you've been eyeing for yourself, they'll love those. And the fact that for every item you purchase, another is donated to someone who needs it, they'll love that even more.
Go to bombas.com/Wondery and use code Wondery for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/Wondery, code Wondery.